I ugly cried on the way home. I shouldn't have been driving. But I
Oh,
ugly
we're
cried on the way
hurting on you
home,
now?
and I went straight home.
She's just telling officers this unprovoked.
It's
and
all
they
about
respond with
her.
silence because what a strange random thing to say. But clearly it means a lot to her because she brings it up twice with two different sets of detectives. Stefan and I were in separate cars. I ugly cried on the way home, sobbing, like where I couldn't see the road. I shouldn't have been driving. Like I was swerving. I ugly cried on the way home and I went straight home.
Something.
She also asks when she's going to get her laptop back because she has 10 years worth of pictures of Maddie in there that she really wants to print out because all of her pictures of Maddie are digital, which again, the officers don't even know what to say because the way she's asking is so nonchalant. But also, should she not be more focused on bringing her daughter back versus her laptop and figuring out where her daughter is? Mm-hmm. Aside from the obvious in-your-face reasons that one might have a distaste for Jennifer Soto, there are certain things that she does when she's questioned by the police that, and this could be me absolutely losing my mind after listening to 20 plus hours of footage and going through so many court documents, be that as it may. Jennifer is making me pull my hair out. Every single time authorities ask her a question, she hits him with a, I want to say,
yeah.
Additionally, she has this very bizarre tendency to respond to questions with, I want to say, or I'm going to say. What time did you wake up? I want to say 9.
Yep.
Just say 9. Just say 9. Did you see her? I'm going to say I didn't see her. Just say you didn't see her. My skull was turning into a bowl of neuro pudding just listening to her. Do I need to calm down? Yes. Am I going to calm down? No, because she just keeps engaging in so much small talk for someone whose daughter is not only missing, but whose daughter she just found out has been victimized for perhaps half of her daughter's life. She will be on the way to the police station and small talking with officers about how she briefly lived in New York City and hated the subway commutes. She says, worked in the office, partied that night. That was exhausting, honestly. I did not like it. I just like going home and going to sleep. Her daughter is missing. But full transparency, the reason I think I truly dislike her is after finding out that Stefan has been essaying her daughter, documenting the entire crime over the years under her roof, and clearly the police believe that he is involved in her disappearance, Jennifer disagrees and she says, quote,
that was my biggest fear, is that she was being trafficked. I didn't think that she would actually be dead.
Maddie was being trafficked in her own home, essentially. When
she literally did say that, folks. And, you know, we always speculate if Jen Soto was involved in the CSAM and what she was getting out of it and the money that she was splitting with Stefan and what he was providing her for her daughter. She just said it right there. She was like, oh, yeah, I just thought she was trafficked or something. I didn't think she'd be dead. And then she continues to move on about what she's talking about. Literally, that she's talking about her own daughter right there. So the trafficking's fine and that's okay, but now you just took my my meal ticket. You took my money train away by taking her life. Damn. Mic drop.
And it's a complete stranger, it's trafficking, but when it's your boyfriend, it's stuff. And what does self-proclaimed hypervigilant mother Jennifer do once she finds out that Stefan has been abusing her daughter? She sends a text message to Stefan's father. Get Stefan a lawyer now. Moreover, after she gets out of the police station, she goes to meet up with Stefan's dad, and he says, I'm expecting her to just blow up, start beating the shit out of me, scratching me, chew my ass out. None of that. Instead, she tells Stefan's dad, unprovoked and just seemingly randomly, that because of her medications that she's taking for bipolar, she has not been intimate with Stefan, so he is very frustrated.
What is happening?
Yeah. In part 2, we're going to be going over where they find exactly what happened, because the CCTV footage shows Maddie in the passenger seat with her seatbelt on, and she is driving around with Stefan for about 2 hours Monday morning. If you look at the CCTV footage, you see Stefan's car at 7:30 driving inside the complex where they live. 7:35, he's throwing something into the dumpster in the complex where they live, which is later found out to be her backpack and the white Crocs shoe. 7:50, he leaves the complex. 8:15, he re-enters the complex. 8:31, he leaves the complex. 9:01, he's seen. 9:35, he's seen. Maddie is seen in the car on CCTV cameras, slumped to the side, allegedly asleep. That's what Stefan says. In the same exact position since 7:30. Till 9:41.
Damn.
Her position does not change. At 9:41 a.m., he drives into a parking complex, backs his vehicle into a park.
How did he think he was going to get away with that when he didn't really drop her off? I mean, he could have pretend like he did by taking her body and putting in the trunk before and then coming back, but he's going in and out. And even the security says he saw Maddie there. And then even more so, he goes back and forth and he's on camera dumping her stuff. And he talks about her walking off with her backpack and her headphones, even though she had headphones and no phone. But oh yeah, she had her computer with her. Never mind. My goodness. And tomorrow, this is perfect timing because we're not doing Rotten Mango tomorrow. We're doing a whole other episode tomorrow, but we are going to talk about how Maddie died, what time she did, when she did, and about this whole scenario that they do a part 2. We're going to do our own part 2 together. So all week long, this is episode 3 of 6 of Madeline Soto Remembrance Week. So expect something tomorrow. I have my episode up for 4 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, so let's finish this up together. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and get a membership if you can. Share with your community and friends.
Parking space, gets out, and obviously this is unreleased footage and should never be released. He gets Maddie's body out, carries her from the passenger seat and places her into the trunk of the car, and then drives back home. Meaning the whole time, Stefan had been driving around, talking to the apartment security staff, throwing trash into the dumpster. Maddie was sitting in the passenger seat with her seatbelt on, already dead. Officers show Jennifer a picture of Maddie in the passenger side of Stefan's car from one of the CCTV cameras. That's Maddie sleeping in the car. That's what Jennifer says.
Love you, Sadie's mom.
Maddie is not asleep in the car. What do you mean? Do you believe Maddie is asleep here? Is she dead?
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't know where she's at. That's a really odd way for her to be laying down sleeping. So the next picture is going to be Maddie in the front seat of Stefan's car. That's taken at 9 o'clock in the morning near SeaWorld. Are you telling me you're looking for a body right now? The officers, they don't like her reaction. They tell her, we are literally having a conversation about Maddie possibly being dead and you have yet to shed a tear. And there are so many questions now because Maddie has been seen slumped in Stefan's car for almost 2 hours. Monday morning, what was he doing? What was he trying to do? Why is he driving around for 2 hours? And more importantly, where is Maddie now? But also, why is Jennifer's reaction to this information so strange? Why is her reaction to everything so unsettling and so odd? Why did Stefan kill Maddie, allegedly? Where did he put her? How much does Jennifer know? In part 2, we will go through more of Jennifer's inconsistent interviews, as well as Stefan's entire interrogation, jailhouse phone calls to his parents, and who he's befriended in jail because they're not good people, as well as more evidence against Stefan. We'll also go through Jennifer's interview after Maddie's body is found and after Stefan is charged with capital murder.
That is awesome. Thanks again to Rotten Mango for telling Maddie's story. Thanks to her for telling the story. She's telling the story to the whole world, right? She has a huge outreach. So you guys in this little community that you've been in, that you've grown, remember, we're coming towards a year that Maddie has been not alive with us, and we're coming towards what would be her 14th birthday. And that's why we're here. We want to move slowly into that, and we don't want to forget Madeline Soto. Okay, so that's what we're doing this week. We're remembering her. We're going over what happened in the last year, and Saturday we'll get to what's happening with the case.